you too on Monday, getting ready to transition to my workout, getting fired up. Listen, you might not be so fired up right now. In fact, you may be saying to yourself, what the heck is going on? I only lost 2 pounds in the last month. I've been checking, I've been doing, and blah, 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 blah. The scale says only 2 pounds. And I want to share with you 2 things to think about if the weight has not gone down, but more than 2 pounds. And that's a struggle, right? If you're trying to lose weight, you get pissed off. Look at that scale. It's Monday morning, and you got to step on it, and I'm a little afraid of it, what it's going to tell me. And I want to just share with you 2 things, two things to really consider when it comes to losing weight. It's number one, have you been consistent? It's Monday, middle of December, right? The easiest way to know if you've been consistent is if you're tracking your progress. And how are you tracking your progress? Well, I hope not just by the scale, and we'll get into that in just a moment, but just go ahead and take a look at your calendar. And over the last 30 days, did you track your progress? Did you track your food? Are you about 80%? Let's just say there's no reason why you shouldn't be achieving your goals. And if it's weight loss and you're trying to lose more than 2 pounds in a month, then you got to ask yourself this question: am I doing a good enough job on my eating habits? Am I doing good enough job with my exercise habits? Am I getting everything I need? Am I doing about 80% of what I need to? If you're not tracking your workouts, not tracking your exercise, and it doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't mean every single little calorie morsel that goes in your mouth that you have to weigh and measure and all that stuff. I'm just talking about, hey, did you eat healthy today? There was 3 meals. Typically the average person has 3 meals. Did you have 3 meals today? If that's yes, did you eat healthy? Was it 80% healthy? Yes. Boom, check it off the list. Then you can look over the course of the last 30 days. Now, the other thing is, what I think people don't realize is that if your only means of progress and measurement of success is by getting on the scale, you're going to lose, hands down. In fact, my students we measure so many different things. We take measurements and pictures and workouts and the percentage of workouts you do. Excuse me, I think I'm gonna sneeze. Oh no, good thing I'm in my car. Do I need to put a mask on? Just kidding. But let's get back to it. Is with your success on the scale, are you just looking at what the scale says? Because if you're on really like a legit program, a number of factors can be caused by why your weight is only 2 pounds less than it was a month ago. Maybe you only need to lose 5 pounds, and 2 pounds is actually almost 50% of your goal. That's pretty awesome. Now, if you're looking to lose 50 pounds, now you're probably mad. You're like, oh my gosh, if I'm only losing 2 pounds per month, then it's going to be about 25 months before I can get this 50 pounds off, right? So that's like, it's going to be 2 years before I get the weight off. Like, you might be freaking out. But here's the thing, if you're only looking at the scale, you see what happens? Our body goes through transformation. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to get back in shape, if you're trying to see the scale come down, now you have to realize there's some things that happen, right? It's the weekend, for instance. I know people get all upset. The weekends, they get a little off track and they lost maybe 2 pounds and they checked on Friday and they got back on the scale on Monday. And lo and behold, it says, I put 5 pounds on. Now I'm at a 3 pound up. I'm up 3 pounds. Oh my gosh, Mark. Well, don't freak out. Don't stress yourself too much because, again, you're just looking at the scale. It doesn't mean you lost or gained 3 pounds of fat. It may mean that you have food in your stomach. It may mean that you had a little extra salt and your water's holding on to stuff. It may mean a number of different things, right? It could be a lot of different things. Chances are is probably there's some food in your stomach. And then also, chances are if you went a little overboard on some of the processed foods and the salts, that's telling your body to hold on to it. But regardless, do yourself a favor. You got to look at more than just weight on the scale, because weight on the scale truly is like, it can be evil, right? Monday mornings are evil for a lot of people. And it's probably the most prevalent time that people step on the scale. It's on Mondays. Monday mornings, that's it. Time to pay the price. I got to step on and see what kind of damage I did. And that goes into this automatic kind of tailspin. And that's a habit that you're doing over and over and over again. So you got to be more consistent. The key to success with weight loss is consistency. Consistency. The other thing is you got to find other ways to measure your progress. Are you taking pictures? Are you measuring yourself? Because I can tell you, personal experience, right now I hover around 200 pounds, 5'11", around 200 pounds. Now I can tell you for a fact that I've been an unhealthy 200 pounds in my life. And I could say, quite honestly, right now I'm at probably 95% as healthy as I could be right now at 200 pounds, give or take, right? My clothes have fit differently. I've been a size 32 where I've actually seen some of my abs at 48 years old, and I've been at a 35, 36 inch waist with my pants. And I'd never seen anything but a little roll hanging over the side of my body. Like, those are some things to think about. Now, it could be that you just don't have any structure. You just don't have support. You just don't have accountability. And to be honest with you, you already know probably what's going on, right? But if you're only looking at the scale, you're doing yourself a disservice. So my tip to you today on Monday, on like the start of the week, because you can start fresh, is consider some different ways that you're going to measure your progress. And also, how are you going to track? Now, if you want help with that, this is what I do for a living. Did you know I'm the Bulletproof Christian Fitness Mentor? Because I don't want you to just lose the weight. In fact, my clients come into my program, and if it's a good fit, we can see if it's a good fit. This is the best time of the year, not until the new year when everybody's starting and everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. Right now is actually the best time to start. Like, you're kind of under the radar. So then December, you can kind of get a jump start on it, and then you can roll into January, and then you can kick January's ass, right? And you can get on track, and you can have some support, and you can know exactly what you do to measure your progress and success. And guess what? 2021 doesn't have to be doom and gloom. 2021 could be your absolute most incredible year yet. And I'll tell you what, let me just kind of review for a moment. 2020 was a really, really hard year, right? The reality is a lot of people failed in their fitness pursuits. Gyms got closed down. A lot of people failed in their dieting efforts, right? But I can tell you who didn't fail. I can tell you the people on my program who took my advice and went with it, and we restructured and we adapted to the situation, because that's what you have to do. You have to learn how to adapt and shift. And listen, if you're pissed off at yourself because you only lost 2 pounds, maybe it's because you're only looking at weight on the scale. Maybe it's time to look at the other ways that you're losing weight. Maybe it's time to look at your diet. Maybe it's time to look at your exercise habits. Maybe you're not challenging your body enough. Maybe you're just not even eating enough food. Have you ever thought about that? You're like, what, Mark? No. That's not how it works. I have to eat less food and then I'll lose weight. Not necessarily. In fact, I've met and worked with a number of people who aren't eating enough food. And guess what? They're putting weight on. Is that even possible? Yep, it is. But when you don't know what you're doing, of course, it's hard to understand all those things and how our body works. So I'll tell you what, if you want, reach out to me, send me a private message. You can send me a message, say 2021. Literally all you have to do is put the year, and I'll know right there. It's like, that person heard my message. That person is tired of only losing 1 to 2 pounds a month. That person is tired of only looking at the scale weight. They're ready for something different. They're ready to make the difference. They're ready to have the year of their life. And this could be the best possible year of your life. Do you want it? Do you really want it? Like, seriously, do you actually really want to get your body in the best shape possible? Now it is as probably a good a time as ever, for a number of reasons, not just for you and to fit back into your jeans and be a healthy role model for your kid, and maybe have the energy you need through your workday so you're not falling asleep at your office. And maybe it's so you can avoid staying out of the doctor's office. And how about, oh my goodness, maybe you can actually get yourself healthier and build your immune system up so that there isn't any kind of virus coming your way. And if it does, you can fight it with a healthy body, not just by putting a mask over your face. Does that make sense? If it does, get inspired, get encouraged, but then stop looking at the damn scale to measure your progress. Seriously, stop. You might need to just throw your scale out the window. You might need to just smash it with a sledgehammer. You may need to just basically run over it with your car if you need to. But chances are you're probably making better progress than you thought. But if you don't know any different, it's going to be hard to tell. 2021, at least for me, is going to be my healthiest and fittest year ever. Do you want it to be yours? That's the question of the day. It's Monday. I know you're maybe amped up. It's Monday. Things are always the best day to start your diet, the best day to jump on that bandwagon, the best day to go work out in the gym is Monday. But why not do that on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday? Consistency. You know why you're not so consistent? Either two reasons. You just don't care enough. You don't like the pain of changes more than the pain of you actually staying the same. It's just easier to stay the same, right? That's number one. Or you just don't have the accountability and support you need. Now, do you need accountability and support? You see, I have a coaching program that I've actually built over the past 25 years, and now it's online in the past 3 years. And I help busy moms and dads, Christian men and women over 40 who are struggling, but who know that their bodies deserve better and they need the help, they need the support, and they're willing to invest in themselves. You see, at the end of the day, you can invest now or you can pay later. You can invest now by getting a coach in your corner, or you can pay later by having doctor's visits and medication and surgeries and all those kind of complicated things. Do you really want that for yourself? I don't think so. Anyway, take care. God bless. I've talked enough. Hope you have an amazing week this week. Get off the scale. Get some accountability. Start looking and tracking your food. Start tracking your progress and let me know how you do with it. Take care.